across the south coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Tom Wallace with your Solent Sports News headlines. The fallout at Manchester City is continuing to gather pace today. The citizens have been charged with over 100 alleged financial breaches by the Premier League, dating between 2009 and 2018. The so-called Big Six have been pressing hard for City to be punished severely. Potential sanctions against City include a points deduction, relegation and stripping the club of titles won during that time period. Southampton manager Nathan Jones is a man under pressure. Jones has only been in charge of the Saints since November, but with just one win in the league since taking over, fans are calling for his dismissal. We go live to our reporter Liam Harding outside St Mary's Stadium.
The sun is shining on a beautiful St Mary's. However, things from within the club are much more dark. It's Nathan Jones' comments this weekend, where he called himself pound for pound the best manager in Europe during his spell at Luton. This is seemingly being taken by the fans as the final nail in the coffin for his short tenure at Southampton. Following this poor spell since he took over the job with just 4 wins in 14, including a fairly memorable win against Man City in the League Cup quarter-finals, the fans are demanding more, especially with fellow relegation battlers Wolves up next.
And here's another one of our reporters, Ollie Howard, who has more on the story.
Pressure seems to be mounting on Nathan Jones at Southampton after a poor run of league results and a highly controversial press conference. The 49-year-old believes he was pound for pound one of the best managers in Europe last season and has had to alter his managerial approach.
I've compromised. I've compromised in terms of certain principles because of one, personnel, but two, the way that people want to play and so on, and I've compromised because fans and so on. Compromised on a few little things.
The fans are certainly unhappy with their manager's comments of late, some believing his position is under threat.
I don't think he's got long left in Southampton, to be fair. I think they hired an unexperienced, unproven manager, and I think that's showing now.
I think Nathan should stay because he's got a completely new team from last season. It's totally different. I think there's only one player from the old manager left there.
If one person's failing, it's because the whole team as a whole isn't working together, so it's unfair to put it on one person, I think.
Jones is the odds-on favourite to be the next Premier League manager sacked as the Saints face Wolves this weekend.
Manchester United will be without one of their star players for the immediate future. Casemiro was sent off during the Red Devils' 2-1 victory against Crystal Palace on Saturday for putting his hand round Will Hughes' neck. Speaking ahead of their clash with Leeds on Wednesday, manager Erik ten Hag believes the Brazilian's ban won't be overturned.
Consider, yeah. But so still, for me, it's not the right decision. But I don't think we have a chance in a legal process.
Football hasn't been left unscathed by the tragic events that have taken place in Turkey. The former Chelsea and Newcastle winger Christian Atsu, who now plays for Hatayspor in the Turkish Super League, had to be pulled from the rubble of a building and has sustained injuries following an earthquake. The tragic event took place just a day after the 31-year-old netted a wonderful 97th minute winner against Kasim Pasha. The magic of the FA Cup will be alive and well at Bramall Lane this evening. Hollywood-owned Wrexham of the National League travelled to Championship highflyers Sheffield United in a fourth-round replay. Our football correspondent Tom Goward has more on tonight's FA Cup ties.
National League side Wrexham head to Sheffield United tonight in an FA Cup fourth-round replay at Bramall Lane. The two teams met just over a week ago in what was named Game of the Round after a thrilling 3-3 draw. The Red Dragons were on the brink of going through to the next round, but a late equaliser from John Egan see the teams face off tonight. Blades boss Paul Heckingbottom says they're expecting Wrexham to be dangerous, but his side are in good form.
On Saturday we were very composed with the ball, we were excellent without the ball, gave one chance away where we left the runner, and we know what we got wrong, which was that final bit at the top end of the pitch.
However, Wrexham manager Phil Parkinson has his team side set on promotion to League Two, and it wouldn't be a huge loss if they were knocked out tonight.
We've got to enhance our promotion campaign, not detract from it, and I think that is, a message I think is so important for us that, enhance it in terms of the momentum and the confidence of the players.
The winner of tonight's game will welcome Premier League team Tottenham Hotspur for the 5th round.
History could be made in the NBA tonight. LeBron James could become the all-time record points holder when his LA Lakers take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. He needs 36 points to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's total of 38,387. Courtside tickets for the potentially record-breaking night have risen to $92,000 as fans hope to witness history. Sunday's Super Bowl will have its own piece of history when the Kansas City Chiefs meet the Philadelphia Eagles in Glendale, Arizona. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts are likely to be the stars of the show, and it will be the first time that two black quarterbacks have faced off in the showpiece event. Hurts believes that the game could help to inspire the next generation of black quarterbacks to come. And a 4-year wait for a tournament win ended in golf last night at Pebble Beach. Former US Open champion Justin Rose won the Pro-Am event by 3 shots in California. He finished on 18 under par during a final round that went into an extra day. Rose was in disbelief at the length of his trophyless run and expressed gratitude for all the support he has received along the way.
Time flies by, doesn't it? It's amazing how long it's been. I did happen to have my breakfast this morning. I saw that come up on the Golf Channel, like 86 things and, how many missed cuts. And I'm like, that's not great reading, but it's amazing how time does fly. And, this is just a moment to say thanks to the people that believe in me more than probably I do.
It will be the end of an era for English rugby at the end of the current Six Nations tournament. Richard Cockerell is the last remaining member of Eddie Jones's coaching staff, following the Australians' departure from the national team in December. Cockerell will leave his role as forwards coach with England to join French club Montpellier following the conclusion of the tournament. Saracens forwards coach Ian Peel is expected to replace Cockerell in the role. Wales have received a timely boost ahead of their Six Nations clash with Scotland this weekend. World record cap holder Alan Wynne-Jones has been deemed fit for the game at Murrayfield on Saturday, having initially been ruled out by coach Warren Gatland following the defeat to Ireland last weekend. And that's all from us now. I'll be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website solentjournalism.co.uk.